It's happening right now here in Haji Ibrahim Crescent, here at Highlight. We're giving away the goods like you can't believe. There's that crazy 10 Rand store that has opened up at Highlight. We're clearing out dress fabrics, upholstery, curtaining, haberdashery, lots of cottons, lots of zips, lots of ribbons, and lots of braids, cords and beads, and name it what you want. We're clearing them out for only 10 Rand a parcel. So come and choose what you want at upstairs. And we also have for you that lovely upholstery fabrics that came in at $39.99. As you enter, you will see it. Furthermore, we have a special for you, a 3/4 bed base set. Yes, a 3/4 bed base set for only 1,999 Rand. There's only 2 available. So to the first 2 customers, they can come in for this beautiful base set, mattress plus a base, and it's a 3/4. And that will be all for today. Shukran. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
If you ever find yourself in a situation that requires legal advice, Sali & Sali Attorneys is the firm you need on your side. We assist you in matters of property transfers, bond registration, or winding up a deceased estate and more. We work closely with you, providing efficient, professional, and excellent service, resolving even the most challenging case with a smile, making you rest assured that everything is being taken care of. Contact Sali & Sali Attorneys now on 021-697-2093. Sali & Sali Attorneys, where trust is everything.
Mense, Roman's Pizza have put me in this outfit and now they want me to sing. No, wait, I'm a comedian. Can we just turn the music down, please? Can I not just tell the people about the Savor Flavor range? Roman's Pizza is bringing the flavor, okay, with barbecue chicken, pepperoni, mushroom, margarita, and sweet delicious chicken. They beefing up the flavor.
Get 2 large pizzas from the Savor Flavor range for only $144.90. Roman's Pizza. We deliver or you collect.
Just show the slow motion cheese pull. That's what's going to make them less.
Available all day, every day at Roman's Pizza Athlone and Roman's Pizza Promenade.
It's gonna be a show not to be missed. Muhabbat live in concert, one night only. On Friday, the 24th of November, 2022, 6:30 for 7 p.m. Come and enjoy a night of vocal melodies with a dining experience. Tickets at 200 Rand, which includes a meal. Get yours now at Web Tickets and all Pick and Pay stores. Muhabbat live in concert. You don't want to miss this.
Sherwood Park Special Care Center. Our mission is to complete a fully functional school,
specially designed for the developmental needs of mentally challenged learners.
To show your support, we would like to give you the opportunity to make a donation towards the building of our new center.
You can donate towards our Buy a Brick campaign at 10 Rand per brick or 1,000 Rand per square meter.
For more information, call us 021-692-3700
or 083-270-4088.
or visit sherwoodpark.org.za.
Bricks are going up, cement is going up. Soon, inshallah, we would like the walls to go up.
The Voice of the Cape, 91.3 FM stereo.
My radio station, your radio station, our radio station, the Voice of the Cape.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and a warm welcome back to the 10 a.m. Express on this beautiful Thursday morning. And as we know, we always kick off the first segment of our show with a recipe segment, and we have a lovely, beautiful lady in studio with us today. I do hope that you are joining us on Facebook as well, where you'll be able to see what's happening in studio. You'll also be able to see what our guest brought along with her today, and of course she'll be sharing that recipe a bit later on. But let me not keep you in suspense any longer. Our guest today is Shabbi Delicacies, and she is Shabierah Khan. Assalamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Besides the nerves, you're alhamdulillah.
Can't breathe.
Okay, so we are so honored to be, to have you in studio. It's been COVID, and we haven't had guests for such a long time. So we're always excited when we see guests can now come into studio. We can have this kind of conversation once again. And we're speaking about something that's very close to your heart.
Yes.
It's about your journey and your passion for what you're doing. Tell us, how did this start? How did you know that you love being in the kitchen?
Well, growing up, childhood memories, mom used to cook and bake traditional Cape Malay foods.
Yes.
My fondest memory is baking with my dad. He taught me how to make a sponge vanilla custard cake. And I grew up mainly with spending time with my aunt, and that's where I got to see how the in-laws were baking huge varieties of cakes for weddings and functions. And so I was always intrigued, licking the bowls, eating the trifles and the peppermint puddings, and just seeing the decorations. So that really sort of visually stimulated me, and the love for food.
Definitely. So you were always surrounded by this kind I would say, kind of examples, to see and to guide you. And this is probably how you knew that this is what I want to do.
I think growing up, it's something that we do.
Yes.
We learn to cook, bake. It might not be something we enjoy, but it's definitely something that we do, especially when we become moms. Exactly. Or we have to cook for the family and the kids. Yes. And I think it was just something that I started becoming passionate about.
Okay. So there's one thing, about being passionate about it, but then the other thing which is very important is to be confident in what you're cooking and baking, and making sure that you believe that it actually tastes good.
I believe the energy that you put into anything that you do.
Yeah.
So I like to put high vibrational food. So, with the whole spiritual aspect of putting in that good energy in anything that you do. So, you can see when I'm having a bad day because it's a flop, or, you have your boo-boos in between. But I also like to make people feel good and have a good time, and especially when we're entertaining and we're giving them, meals.
Yes.
And
so it's not just about, having a task and just completing the task, making sure. It's just about the energy. It's about the love you put in.
And the social gathering and everyone to Mika Sasuka. So everybody come and enjoy and leave with a good note and a good feeling. And I want to come back.
Yes.
When can we come back? So, it's being passionate. I'm a self-taught baker.
Okay.
YouTube has been my friend, and I'm very inquiring and
inquisitive
about a lot of things. So I'll try, and I like the challenge to try anything. Yeah.
And then, of course, with any successful person, the support is a very big thing.
Yes.
Because you need to have those tasters to give you an honest opinion.
Yes.
To tell you, does it taste nice, or is it something that I can put out there, or is it not? So how's that been?
So I haven't had a bad comment as yet, or critic. There are critics, but so far overall.
But it's needed. It's obviously needed for any
to up your game, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. So today you have brought along so firstly it's 2 boxes. If you can just check that out. It's 2 boxes that you brought into studio with us. Now, what's in these boxes here today?
So I brought along some cream puffs. That is one of my most popular.
What's inside the cream puffs?
So it's a sort of a spongy vanilla cupcake. It has caramel and cream, and it's dusted with icing. I brought along some chocolate cupcakes with your chocolate butter cream frosting.
Wow.
And I brought you a chocolate log ganache cake.
That is quite a lot, and I'm sure we're really going to be giving you real answers and feedback on that, because that's what everybody looks forward to on a Thursday in the office. But I always say that whenever I have a guest on the program, it always comes back to family. And you mentioned gatherings, and this is kind of the thing that keeps families together in a lot of ways.
So I'm the eldest of 11.
Wow.
So you can imagine. Growing up, you have to look after your siblings. You have to do what you need to do, whether it's 2-minute noodles or trying your hand at making something. So the gatherings with the family, I mean, we don't have to invite friends because we're 70 all together with partners and children and everything. So we usually have a blast when we get together. So the feedback is always positive.
Okay.
And most of the family cooks as well.
Wow, so it really does run in the family. Okay, so tell us what it is that you're going to be sharing with our listeners today, because already people are messaging me asking what is the recipe that you're sharing today, what is needed, and of course what is the recipe.
Okay, so today I'm just going to share a basic sponge cake, because I know everyone has this in their pantry. So it's a vanilla sponge cake. You can do cupcakes, you can do a slab cake, you can do round cakes. So you can decide what's best for that one.
What is needed for that?
Okay, so you need 4 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of oil. You whisk that together, and then you add 2.5 cups of sifted self-raising flour, 1.5 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon vanilla essence, and 1/2 cup of milk.
Okay.
You just whisk that together. And there you go.
There's no wet ingredients one side, dry ingredients.
Well, you start with your wet ingredients, and then once you've whisked that together, you add your dry. And then lastly, your milk. And that's it. It takes you 5 minutes literally to put that together.
Awesome. So I like quick recipes. All of us like to be in the kitchen very
and
long.
This is everything you have, instead of going to buy cocoa and buttermilk and all of the ingredients for a more decadent type of cake. And this you can do as you please with this sponge cake.
Okay, I love that is such an easy recipe, and it can be used in so many different ways as well. But you mentioned that the flour needs to be sifted in.
I sift all my flour. You don't have to sift self-raising flour, but I do. It just gives you a fluffier texture.
So of course we want it exactly the way you would want.
I sift everything.
Okay, so you sift your basically your flour, and you mix everything else together. So now let's say, for instance, we are doing just a sponge round cake. What is important to know before putting your
well, you're going to butter your pan or spray and cook, and just pour. You can do 2 round cakes with this batter, and you bake at 180 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes.
How would I know that it's ready?
You're going to test it with a toothpick. You'll see that your cake is sort of golden brown on top, not very, very brown, but you're going to check and see that it's golden brown, and you just test it with a toothpick or a knife. And if it comes out dry, it's ready.
That sounds very simple to me, and I'm definitely going to be trying that recipe. But I have a question for somebody. Like you said, you're quite a big family, and so now if one wants to do this on a bigger scale, you want to do more than this amount of cupcakes perhaps, or the round cakes. Do we mix the just up the dose?
You just double the ingredients,
or will it still come out the same?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, awesome.
So if you're nervous about that, then do one batch and then do another batch. But you can just mix, and then obviously it's eight eggs. You just double the ingredients.
Okay, so once you've now got your sponge cake, is this something that you can store, or is it something that
you can immediately, once it's out, 5 minutes later, wrap it in cling wrap, pop it in your freezer? In fact, when it comes out of the freezer and it's defrosted, it's fresher than what it was once it came out of the oven.
So you cling wrap?
You cling wrap and pop it into the
Does it need to be cooled down before you? So you don't cool it down?
You can freeze immediately.
I am so going to try this. I'm really going to try.
So even your cupcakes, you can do that. Pop it in a container and just pop it in the freezer. So you can pre-make most of your stuff,
So you take it out of the freezer. It's going to taste the same.
Tastes exactly the same. It's going to be softer. It's going to be moist. It's going to be fluffy.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of bakers do that because when we get an order for, let's say, a birthday cake, you can't ice the cake because it's too soft and it will crumb. So you pop it in the freezer for half an hour or overnight, and then you take it out. You ice the cake frozen, and then as it defrosts, you get this soft, moist cake.
I'm so going to try that. I had no idea that was what bakers were doing.
And this sponge recipe, I mean, you could go crazy. You could do your caramel, your fruits, your canned fruits with your cream.
Okay. What's your favorite topping?
I'm just simple cream and caramel and sliced peaches, your flake, your your little decorations. You can go crazy on the top of the cake with your strawberries and
Okay, so if one does place an order with you, can you choose? Do you have the option to choose?
I have a huge selection. Don't only do the cakes. I do chicken platters, savory platters.
Okay, so
I
you
do
do full
gift
catering.
boxes. I do.
Awesome. Okay, so this is definitely the person to go to. We are heading into December holidays. It's a season where work. Some of us break for work, and we want to give someone something special. And nowadays, I know in our office, our special thing is something that tastes really good. So that's an easy option, and I'd like to just maybe emphasize on the importance of coming out of COVID, the importance of supporting these kind of small businesses as well.
So I started the Shabbi's Delicacies during lockdown. So when COVID or lockdown started, people were glued to their screens, they were on Facebook, and I would post my meal of the day. And with the meal of the day, there was a dessert or there was bread or we were baking, and everyone was like posting their meal of the day. And one lady in particular, she just cheered me on. You need to start your business. You need to you need to do this. And I was like, no. And people would be, recipe, please. And she would comment and say, no recipe. She's starting a business. And eventually I thought, do I do this? And one Sunday I decided, I'm going to make some bolas. For those that don't know what bolas is, it's the round donut with coconut. And I said to my kids, listen, I'm going to make a batch of 50, 60 bolas. Will you guys go door to door and knock and see if anyone
wants
would
to buy?
There's your gloves, there's your masks and everything. And they were like, Mom, no, the people won't. I was like, if all else fails, we'll have bolas to eat.
Okay.
So they left with 2 buckets with the bolas. Hour later, I'm thinking, did these kids go to Paul selling these bolas? But they came back and they're like, Mom, the people are very rude. They're like, how can you be selling bolas and those donuts and stuff during COVID and, hygiene and whatever? And I just said, oh, my word. I said, it's fine. And they said, sold out. Everything sold out. So all the neighbors bought the 60-odd bolas that I made, and they took everyone's phone numbers, and just there we created a business WhatsApp group.
That is an amazing story.
Yeah, and then we just started loading all the pictures of all the foods I made, and then slowly but surely all the messages came in. Can you do this? Can you make me a platter? I've got a business meeting. And also then it was drive-by. We could drop off the drive-by baby showers and the birthdays. And that's also... that took off very well.
That is amazing.
Yes.
And, there's a message behind your story here is actually to just do it. To just, think about it and see if it is your passion and that you're good at it. To really just give it a try. Because, you would never know.
Any creative person, if you're a creative person, whether it's making beaded jewelry or clothing or anything.
I love that.
Just do, the sky's the limit. I know it's difficult. Times are tough. We can't always meet our overheads with the income that we're generating, but if you keep pushing and you put it out there. So I'm all over the show on social media. I think people are like, this woman's crazy, but I have to be in everyone's face. I have to be all over the show, and I do everything myself, from flyers, posters.
Wow.
I think I'm a digital creator.
And that also shows that you're really determined to make your business a success. And that's the message we want to send out there, especially to our young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Because
working for a boss or being in the corporate industry, it's so stressful. You're under so much pressure. But if you're doing something yourself, no one can disappoint you. No one can fire you. No one can tell you you're not, equipped any longer, or... do it yourself, even if it's candy floss that you have to sell.
I absolutely love that message. I was going to ask you, for a message to send out there to our listeners who are listening, perhaps not knowing what way to be going at this point, because perhaps it could be the fact that they don't believe in themselves enough and don't have that person to encourage.
Self-worth,
that person to whisper, do it. But know that, if this could happen
if
for
you
you.
have one or two people that supports you and gives you that positive, support and keeps telling you, I'm proud of you, you can do this, don't worry, because you're going to have the naysayers and they're going to, and also your own mind will be telling you, oh, I can't do this.
Yes.
But you just need that one or two people that keeps pushing you and tells you, listen here.
You can
That's
do it.
Correct. You can do it. Yeah.
Shukran so much to you, Shabierah. Our time here is done already. I told you. That was very quick. I told you in the beginning. And I'd like to just thank you for taking the time out to share your story. We know it's a personal journey.
Yes.
It's also a personal story that you've put out there today. Yeah. And I do appreciate that from your side.
I'm happy if the orders comes in.
So please share your details with our listeners, so they can make contact with you in terms of any event that they'd like assistance with.
So it's Shabbi's Delicacies. I'm on Facebook as well as Instagram, and you could contact me via WhatsApp on 072 917 0468. They could just pop me a WhatsApp, ask me what it is that they want. I do birthday combos. I deliver. We do surprise gifts, whatever it is that you want for your special occasion or your special day.
Shukran so much to you. We wish you all of the best. May Allah grant your business to flourish and grow from strength to strength. Ameen. Until we speak to you again, we say Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
That was the voice of Shabierah Khan, owner and head baker at Shabbi's Delicacies. A number there is 0729170468. And I know that I've got so many messages here asking for the recipe. We're going to be sending you that recipe very, very shortly. But for now, it's time for a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue.
The Voice of the Cape, 91.3 FM stereo.
We all want a future where we have financial freedom while also being Sharia compliant. There are no limits to the imagination, so why should there be limits to the future that we imagine for ourselves? With Absa Islamic Banking, you get unbeatable rates that meet your personal and business needs. Visit absa.co.za or your nearest branch today. I can with Absa. That's Africanacity. Absa is an authorized FSP and a registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
The Butcher's Market. Everything you expect from a butcher's market and more, including A-class lamb and beef, chicken, sensational sausages, ground beef, tasty burgers, and quality cold meats. We take pride in the way we prepare, package, and present our products to you at the perfect price. Visit our conveniently located stores in Watergate Mall, Mitchell's Plain, Criscal Road, Belleville, opposite Middlestad Mall, Tokai Branch, opposite Melomed, or Sainsbury Square in Easterriver. Visit www.butchersmarket.co.za. The Butcher's Market. Meet your expectations.
My name is Shadrach, the taxi driver. I like top-notch things, and I know what to do to get nice things at a nice price. Yaboni petrol is so expensive nowadays. That's why, I only fill up at night, because when it's warm, petrol, it expands. I'll explain the science later. But if you really want to make your money go further, get McDonald's delicious Nazo Kota Deluxe regular meal for only $49.90. Yeah, ne? For the smart spender. Nazo.
Cape Town, are you ready? Tramakasi Studios presents Concert in the City. Live music with the best Cape Town lineup ever. Diarise 11, 12 and 13th November at the Cape Town City Hall for a concert to remember. For more info, email us concertintheCity@tramakasistudios.co.za. Call 062-00-14513. Tickets also available at House of Rad Athlone and House of Rad Access Park. Concert in the City. A Cape Town lineup at its best.
Live from Cape Town, this is the Voice of the Cape, 91.3 FM.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the program this morning. That was our recipe segment and lots of you requesting the recipe there. We'll be sending it through to you shortly, inshallah. But for now, we're speaking to Mustarafin Foundation, and on the line we've got Khairunisa Johnson, Kasim Director, to tell us about what they're currently busy with. Assalamu alaikum to you, Khairunisa.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to you, Wiedaad, and to all the listeners.
How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, with this beautiful day with the clouds covering the sun, I must say we're doing well.
Alhamdulillah. So, of course, we know you're always out and about, always busy getting things done and working on certain projects with during the month. Tell us, what is the project you're currently busy with, Khairunisa?
Well, alhamdulillah, we just came out with quite a few things, as you've been reported, and we just want to take the opportunity to say shukran to the VOC listeners who actually support our program. But we're now busy getting ready for graduations in our ECD and our madrasas. We'll be having our spelling bee in the next couple of weeks coming. We are early childhood developers as well as our madrasas will be seeing the skills that will be bringing of what they've learned through the year on the different languages, inshallah. We're also now getting ready with 16 days of activism. So there's quite a few things that we are creating awareness and while we're having our programs, but still continuing the work that we are doing on a day-to-day basis.